everybody, and welcome back. Now, we've got a guest speaker. He's going to give us about 2 minutes of a story that happened in Derby. It's very interesting. So I'd like you to welcome Charles, if you want to give a bit of your story. And I think you've got a willing audience.
Right, I hope I'm going to make sense of this, jumping in at the deep end. And my story isn't like Mickey's, and my heart goes out to that sort of thing. However, I've become involved with paedophilia and chasing these people down, which I'm going to leave to aside today. Now, I believe that what I'm trying to do is I've been accused of being selfish in my actions, which I hope that my actions will be extended to other people, and what I've done will make people aware of the injustice in this country. Now, I don't want to use any bad words, but the word shit is something that I want to be synonymous to my actions. Now, I think it was the 18th of January, I took the action of spreading, well, I've been accused of spreading muck on the court steps in Derby. Now, I've had very little criticism, and, sorry, is that a question, Mick?
I'm saying, did you have a licence for that?
I wasn't aware I needed one really, but you know, I'm sure the law had cooked something up.
And where did you acquire the shit from?
Well, here's the point, because I wouldn't want to be so disrespectful as to spread muck on the court step. Because if I was going to do that, I'd make a better job than I did. And the judicial system needs to watch out for me, because I will come back again. Now, what I did, I have a very varied trade, demolition, farming. I worked for the councils, and we'd stripped a children's playground off, and what it actually was bark chip. It was from a child's play area, and it was bark chip. So anybody who thinks that I would be so disrespectful at this moment in time to spread muck on the court steps, they're wrong. I tried to do this protest was a respectful one, of where I took every effort to remove any danger to the general public. I caught an area off myself, and the whole action took me 2 minutes to execute. It took the police 44 minutes to arrest me. Now, I've looked at different protests. The man that got on the sign near Castle Donington, he spent 28 hours up there. It cost the country £16 million. Now, after a quarter of an hour of not wearing a coat, because I didn't want to put myself in the limelight as having a bomb or something concealed under a coat, I didn't wear a GoPro because I didn't want straps on it, because I expected the police to come mob-handed. Would anybody like to guess where I was arrested? Because I walked away. After a quarter of an hour of waiting to be arrested, I walked away in disgust. Would anybody like to?
Front door?
No? Right outside the police station. I made it easy for the Now, so what I've done is it says in the, I've got the picture, I'm not going to go through too many of them, but it says, this is what I think of the judicial system. Now, they omitted to put the word shit in it. Well, it wasn't shit, it was bark chip. Now, in a word, they got it right, because the judicial system it is not shit. I've turned it up. It's positively toxic, because you can grow things in shit. It will grow shrubs, it will grow flowers. The court system is toxic, with judges that are archaic, they're dinosaurs. They don't speak with respect, so therefore, why should we give them respect? And I think all of us together in this room have suffered at the hands of the judicial system, because when the banking system does something wrong, when the council does something wrong, when the council, in Mickey's case, they have lost his records, we go to the judicial system to have justice. And I think largely we're ignored. I don't know whether that would be how people think in this country. Sorry, in this room. Now, my whole case, and I think I'm going to struggle here to do damaging losses, but my whole case revolves around a situation with a solicitors that I used for years. And it was Walter Scott and Ross, and the perpetrator of all the problems is Alistair John Ross. He's still practicing today. He, through the HMRC bankrupting in the High Court in London, he bounced £70,000 worth of cheques on the HMRC, got away with that. And I would draw your attention to the tribunal of which the SRA, the practice was intervened in. The practice was intervened in March 2009, where they were intervened for financial irregularity. And this caused chaos for many of the customers. And they were intervened by an outfit called the SRA, whether anybody would know who they are. But to me, they're the most unjust, unruly, irresponsible outfit of morons that could walk the face of this earth. They were responsible for closing the practice down, returning all the paperwork, the confidential and data protection issued paperwork to all the clients of Walter Scott and Ross. This started in March 2009. I received 24 boxes of paperwork back for my legal work in 2010. That was taken down to London to be read through by a solicitor who I subsequently paid £100,000 to. And it turns out that after many hours of protesting and going to the police and going back to the officers, that I rearranged another intervention in 2012, some 3 years after the original intervention. They removed another 500 boxes of paperwork from the solicitor's office which had been left in the public domain for 3 years. I have evidence in this file of where there was a girl raped and beaten. Her case lay in the public domain for 3 years. And I received in May 2016 the paperwork. Now it might be quite hard for everybody to see. But there are the white boxes below were returned in 2010, and in 2016 the brown boxes on top, another 12 boxes containing 74 files of paperwork, which this is critical. This file here is critical to my case today, and it's why I'm where I am, because the information in this file was missing for 8 years. My documentation that I couldn't use to find the case. Now, the solicitor in London, quite a respectable firm of solicitors. My question to the room is, when everybody went to school, what was the first thing that we all learned? Quite simply, it was the alphabet. This is bundle 1A. The solicitor held bundle 1B, but not bundle 1A with the critical information. And I paid him £100,000. Now, I'm going on about my case, but I believe if I can prove the incompetence of the Solicitors Regulation Authority, that this will help other people to prove the injustice and the way we're all treated. Now, the question I would ask, this page here is the tribunal for the SRA took both Darryl Holmes and Alistair Ross to the tribunal, and on the first page there are 14 allegations. they admitted 13 of the 14 allegations. And I'm going to read one and one only to you. They admitted it, and it says, they utilised clients' funds for their own purposes. Now, legal determination, a lot of people fail on the legal determination. One word spins a case, and ultimately property is lost, cases are lost for all sorts of different reasons. Now, any solicitor using clients' money for their own purposes, there is one word that can describe that, and one word only. People will say it's a crime. Yes, it is a crime. People say it's fraud. Yes, it is fraud. And there are all sorts of other things that people will label that action. There is one word that describes that action, and it is dishonest. It is a dishonest action. And the paragraph that I read, the SRA, their opening statement, and this is the very reason this man is still passing at Miles and Cash in Heanor, where we've demonstrated again with the tractor and muck spreader, and they were fearful that I was going to spread a load more muck, soil or whatever on the street, but I didn't. It was empty. It was just there to make a point. And this paragraph reads, the allegation of dishonesty that has been made against both respondents. However, at the commencement of the hearing, the applicant confirms he did not intend to pursue the allegation of dishonesty and wished to withdraw it. That solicitor, after the dishonesty, he took £1 million from the client accounts, he's still practising to this day. His practising certificate was suspended for a while, but he has carried on completely unhindered, earning money, and today he's still practising, causing the problems he's caused in the past. And we've been, I set a little company up to track down the people that have suffered at the hands of Walter Scott and Ross and the SRA. We've tracked down 30 people that 8 years on still have wills and deeds missing. Last Friday I walked into a house where a 95-year-old lady is terminally dying and will not be reunited with her correct pay at work. And on the Saturday morning I walked into a house where the previous week the husband had died, and the following week they were burying him, and they still have had the strength of mind to carry on and try and pursue their paperwork and have it returned to them. This has been ongoing for 8 years. So I've been labelled as being selfish by a few people, but I've spent a lot of time trying to track other people down to try and bring their names forward, for my case to help theirs and for their case to help mine, because united we stand, divided we fall, which is something I believe in wholeheartedly. For me to carry on now, I mean, Tom has very kindly allowed me to speak. I hope it's been clear, and I hope that I haven't offended anybody by using the word shit. It's not something I want to do, but I think it's the only word that describes the legal system and these bigoted morons that sit with the wigs on and speak with no respect and little understanding of today's world. They're very outdated. And I hope that when things get hard, that, you know, try and think of other people in the same predicament as we're in, and just keep fighting. That's what I'm going to do, that's what I intend to do. And I was very, very encouraged by, I've been contacted by 3 organisations now, Tom being one of them, this other gentleman I'm working with, that I want to speak to him before I bring his name out, because confidentiality it's something that is a good thing, but then, as Pippa has said, with the children's records, I mean, that horrifies me. I'm going to be at the school on Monday morning because of these biometrics. I mean, it's already apparent that my daughter is suffering from that. She thinks she was fingerprinted, 10 fingerprints. Why? I haven't given consent for it, so I'm going to be asking a few awkward questions for the headmaster on Monday. So, I mean, I think that pretty much brings things to an end, because I don't want to bore you with my situation, but what I do hope that if you look on the internet, you'll see you can look for Derby Evening Telegraph and Derby Muck. If people can use my strength of character in the time when people are feeling a bit down or in need of some encouragement, I really don't give a shit. And the legal system needs to watch out for me, because with a bit of help, and if people channel my efforts in the right way, I am not frightened of any of the bigotry. I will stand up to them and tell them what I think. And I hope that people like Tom will be able to use my ability to pack a punch, if you like. But I really am at a point where I think I see a lot of people being disrespected, downtrodden, and as individuals we are basically the dirt in the heel of the shoe of the system. And I think it's time that, we pay the police's wages. Every taxpayer pays the police's wages, and they should show a little bit more respect to the general public. And as far as social services go, well, I am afraid I'm not going to speak about that, because that will, a flurry of bad language may come out, so I'm going to spare you that. So I'd like to say thank you for listening. I hope that it encourages people, and I hope I haven't let Tom down, that he's put a bit of trust in me, and I hope I'm not going to get verbally thrashed after the meeting. So thank you very much.